everyone, Serena here from Whole Shift Wellness. I hope everybody's doing fabulous. So I wanted to check in very quickly because I have been posting a series of blogs from our newsletter and on LinkedIn on the 7 harsh truths of permanent weight loss. So I've condensed our lengthy experience in transforming the well-being of professionals across 5 countries, over 500 people we work with. In these 7 nuggets that we see just getting in people's way time and time again. Because weight loss is by and far the goal that most, in fact every single one of our clients share. Every single one of everybody we've ever worked with wanted to lose some weight. It's very hard to fall down traps. So I wanted to debunk some myths and share with you the 7 harsh truths of permanent weight loss. I'll do like I'm doing a series of 7 blogs. I'm going to do a series of 7 videos to share each truth separately. The first one, which you probably have heard before, but it's important to reiterate. The first harsh truth is that diets don't work. They never have and never will. The solution to your weight loss problems is never going to be a diet. In fact, the solution to your weight gain problems is never going to be a diet either. So this works both ways, whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight. Diets don't work because they are faulty at the root level. It's the fundamental mindset behind the diet that is just faulty. It doesn't work. The thought, the thinking that drives you to go on a diet is that of, I'm going to restrict myself dramatically and drastically for a period of time in order to achieve a goal that I then intend to sustain for the rest of my life. And it just doesn't work that way. You can't, nothing that you do for a very short period of time will yield lifelong lasting results. The only thing that will ever yield lifelong lasting results is a shift, a change at the root level of your habits, a transformation. It's lifelong lasting habits will yield lifelong lasting results. Nobody likes to hear that when they're trying to lose weight. Literally, we see people cringe when we say this. Because the moment we come to the realization that things need to change in our life, we want that change to happen as quickly as possible. And trust me when I say I am guilty of that myself, because I am inherently impatient. I just like to move fast. So the moment I think of something, I want the result as soon as the thought comes into my mind. Here's what I invite you to think about for anybody who's dieted before. How much time have you actually wasted doing diets that didn't work, losing the weight, then falling off the wagon, putting the weight back on, and going at it time and time and time and time and time again? You actually waste more time on a short-term fix that is gonna bite you back eventually than you would if you invested in a long-term solution that would actually yield permanent results. So I invite you to reframe this thinking and realize that sometimes the short way around is actually the longer way around. Now, I want to just open a quick parenthesis on juicing and fasting, which is something that I get asked about all the time. Do I believe in juicing? Do I believe in fasting? What role do they play in a weight loss or journey, or in the journey towards improved health and well-being? And I'm going to do a separate videos on this, but it kind of falls within the realm of the diets. So I just want to touch on to this real quickly right now. Juicing and fasting are incredible tools if used appropriately. They are not diets. They're like a juice diet, a fast diet is possibly the worst possible thing you can do to lose weight. Because your body is not necessarily naturally designed to drink its calories or just sustain itself on a liquid diet. And any weight loss that you experience through a juice or fast, it's not lifelong weight loss. It never will be. So if you go into a juicing fast or a fast diet or whatever, with this idea of losing the weight, which I see it happen time and time again, oh, let me just juice to lose the first 3 pounds and then I'll fix the eating. Or let me just juice before that wedding so that I can look at my best at the wedding. Or let me just fast for a few days just to kick things started, get things started and build the momentum. I'm telling you, you are a high risk of literally delaying the process by months. Juicing and fasting are more like therapeutic practices. They need to be seen as tools that fall within a big picture of your health and wellness routines. They have incredible benefits to them if done correctly. Weight loss should not be even remotely thought of as one of the benefits of juicing and fasting. You shouldn't attach that as the reward, because any weight loss that you experience when you dramatically restrict your calories through juicing and fasting is not going to be permanent. And the moment you start eating again, which you eventually will, whether you like it or not, you're going to put the weight back on. So if you do them right, if you see them in the context of the big picture, if you do them for the health benefits, they can play incredibly positive roles. If you do them to lose weight, they'll come back and bite you in the ass, I'm sorry to say. There are no short-term fixes to long-term problems and solutions. Now, last thing I want to touch on is the fundamental difference between sparking the shift and making the shift. You can spark a shift in thinking in very little time. We see sparks happen in our 1 hour, 2 hour events, the boardroom events that we do at Members Club. A spark can happen by watching one of these videos. Subscribing to the YouTube channel and getting regular videos helps spark the shift. Subscribing to a newsletter and receiving the blogs, reading the blogs helps spark the shift, because it sparks new thoughts, it sparks a shift in mindset, it kind of ignites the flame. You can come to the retreats, you can go on our health and wellness retreats, we do them every year, and it's beautiful. We see so many sparks happen. In 5 days you can actually you can ignite a mini fire. It takes a moment to spark the shift. It takes a serious and well thought out long-term strategy to make the shift. And this is where most people fall. They think that because they've watched that video that has inspired them, or they've read that blog that has inspired them, or they've been on that retreat that has kick-started something, they think, oh, that's it, I've done it, I'm on the shift. The shift is happening. The shift is taking place. They have sparked the shift. Making the shift takes months or years. It takes a strategy that will allow you to overcome the difficulties and the challenges that you will have to face when the shit hits the fan, as it will, inevitably. Whether it's the Christmas holidays, whether it's, that party that you go to, whether it's that friend that likes to feed you, or that parent that likes to criticize you, And so we tend to have that burst of enthusiasm that happens with the spark the shift, the burst of enthusiasm, the New Year resolution. But then we don't build a long-term plan to success which also involves creating a strategy for the moments of difficulties that will inevitably arise. And so that little flame kind of dies down in a second, and we make ourselves wrong. We're like, oh, see, I can't stick with it, this, that, the other. And it's just because we misunderstand what a spark is, what sparking the shift is versus what making the shift is. And so the reason why we fall down the diet trap is because we think short term and we fail to implement, create, build, and stick with long-term strategies. So I'm sorry if this was not what you wanted to hear today, but I believe that the truth is the only road to freedom, you know. And I not only have I seen this many more times than I wish I had, I've also experienced it on my own skin, like so many times. So this is experiential knowledge, not just, you know, academic knowledge. So yeah, harsh truth number 1, diets don't work. Let me know what you think. Share your thoughts, please. If you want, like I said, if you want to spark the shift, sign up to the newsletter, subscribe to the YouTube channel, come to the retreats, read a book, do what you gotta do to spark the shift, but then follow that through with a long-term strategy, because that will allow you to make the shift. Hope this was useful. Let me know your comments, and I truly wish you a fantastic start of your week. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao for now.